Alright. Hey, it's Autastix here, and this is like the first time I've narrated in like 5 months or something crazy like that. This is against CongressionalWombat, so let's get this started. I'm hyper as fuck right now. Alright, so she led with this dugong thing, she goes for the fake out, and I led with my Swampert, and I don't get why she did that, because apparently, you know, afraid and doesn't listen means flinch now? Okay, that's cool. I don't get that because it did 15 to me after leftovers, and then she took damage from the left orb, and then she goes for what I think was Waterfall, but I'm not really sure. And I set up my Stealth Rock, so that's cool. And, lefties. And she does Encore, which is why I fucking hate Dugong, because it's too fucking, and I didn't know that it did Encore because I never freaking played NU or wherever it was. Alright, so now I'm going to have to withdraw, and she withdraws, so that's cool. And she brings in a shaman that's named Bouncy, and I think it's named Bouncy because it was supposed to be in Sky form, but it's not in Sky form, so the nickname doesn't really make sense. And in comes my Jirachi, and she's gonna switch out because I think she thinks my Jirachi does something that it doesn't. And had I stayed in here, I probably could have set up a sweep and just sort of like annihilated her. But I didn't. I switched out into him because I thought she'd go for like Earth Power or something, being Specs or Scarf or whatever, and I'd lose the speed tie. Because I always do. And I go for U-turn here because now it hits it like a normal thing because it's it doesn't have Ghost anymore, which I don't like at all because there's no like decent bulky spin blocker. But that's just my personal opinion. Alright, now she's gonna confuse Slagathor. So Slagathor's not doing anything anytime soon because he is confused. She is confused rather. Alright, now she's gonna send out an interestingly named Jirachi. And I'm not sure why it's named Bathroom, but it's named the Bathroom. And I actually get hit off while I was confused, and I was like, holy shit, I did something! But it doesn't do anything, so I guess it's not really like doing anything. Leftovers recovery. No longer confused. And I go for the flamethrower! And I'm like, okay, it's gonna kill it, because I'm life orb and stuff, but it doesn't kill it, and I'm like, fuck! Oh, yeah, I should have went Fire Blast, but I didn't because I'm retarded. So she's gonna get off a Thunder Wave, and now I have just completely useless Sazandora on my hands, or however it's pronounced. I don't know. I really don't care. I call it Slagathor. There's a reason I call it Slagathor, because I'm not sure how to pronounce its name. Alright, so in comes this thing. Oh, I get the Paralysis, because this is my Slagathor with Dragon Pulse and not Draco Meteor, so staying in here was pointless. I did it to see if it was Dragon Dance or Bulk Up, and it's Bulk Up, but if it was Dragon Dance, I don't get why I stayed in, because I would have been fucked. Alright, so I'm gonna go for that Dragon Pulse. It's gonna do absolutely jack shit. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna get out of here now. And I don't know why it took me so long to get out of there. I should have gotten out of there in the first place, but I did. So in comes Hero. Because it's like, it's called Randarosu, but I guess the translation means closer to Landlos or something. So I got like, because they switched the L to the R, I go like, Hero! Like the person. Alright, so she's gonna withdraw, and I don't know why. Because I really couldn't do anything to it other than explode. And I almost did explode. But I didn't explode. And if I did, it would have been funny. But I went for the Earthquake because I wasn't predicting the Rotom. And I guess she was predicting me to predict the not predicting Rotom. Or something like that. She outwitted me or outsmarted me or however you want to say it. So I'm going to bring back in Slagathor because I figure it's going to do something. Plus I have to switch out because I'm Choice Scarf because cool kids run Choice Scarf Randarosu. Choice Scarf, I don't know. And it's going to confuse me, so now I have Parafusion going on, which is just absolutely lovely, because I can't hit anything when I'm even just straight paralyzed or straight confused. So in comes Jirachi. And I'm still confused. And see, I hit myself in confusion. What if I didn't hit myself in confusion, I would have gotten paralyzed. Know why? Because I'm me. Alright, so, just going to go for Wish, and I try to get off the Flamethrower, but I don't. So yeah, that's nice. See, I got paralyzed that time. Time I didn't get confused, I got paralyzed. It makes sense, doesn't it? Alright, so now I'm going to withdraw Slagathor as opposed to trying to stay in, because I think she's going to switch out to something, like the Rotom or whatever, but she doesn't, so I guess Superhero just ends up taking Iron Head, which Superhero doesn't mind, because he's a superhero, and he's super, and he can take the iron and stuff like that. God damn, I had way too much energy drinks and stuff like that. Alright, so in comes Rotom, which is good, because I can set up in this thing's fucking face, because I'm Sub-Calm Mind. And I guess at first she thought I was Sub-T-Wave, but I'm not. I'm Sub-Calm Mind, because Sub-Calm Mind Jirachi is awesome! Yeah, some hyper. Alright, holy crap, that thing is moving faster than I am! Alright, she sends in that thing, and I get up what I think is my first Calm Mind. And see, hold on a minute. iTunes, what are you doing? There you go. And I get up my first Calm Mind, she goes for bulk up, and I thought she was going to go for bulk up, so that worked out pretty well. But I don't think she should have went for bulk up. I guess it kind of makes sense, but I go for my other Calm Mind there, and I think she breaks the sub here. So that's lovely. Oh no, here she goes for her first bulk up. Wow, I was really off pace. I said that really fast. So yeah, that was my second Calm Mind, and that was her first bulk up. And I think here I go for the third Calm Mind, and then she just breaks my sub. I wish she'd have went for another bulk up so I could keep Calm Minding and eventually like OHKO it or something. I don't know. Alright, so now I have 3 Calm Minds under my belt, and that thing's gonna hit my sub with a Drain Punch. And apparently, it can recover HP from Drain Punching a sub, which I don't get, but you know, I'm weird and I wouldn't get it. I don't know, maybe it's something like that. But, yeah, and then I'm gonna hit it with Flash Cannon. It says absolutely jack shit, which pisses me the fuck off. So, yeah, now it's gonna take me forever because that thing has Drain Punch, and I just gotta keep Flash Cannoning until I get like a defense drop or a crit or something, and it just does a ton of damage, and it's pissing me off. Alright, so it takes me like 2 more turns to kill this thing off with this whole Drain Punch, Flash Cannon bid that we have going on. And so this is just sort of like really self-explanatory and stuff. Rawr. And I'm gonna hit again. Flash Cannon. I still can't get a crit or special defense drop, which is ridiculous because Jirachi is Jirachi and it should be able to, but whatever. Alright, and now, we're both getting leftovers and that thing's jumping around, but that thing's ugly. I don't think it should jump around ever. They need to get a recovery move go, because it's buggy as fuck and it gets intimidated, his Dream World ability. Let's give that thing, let's give that thing a, recovery move so we can just fucking wall shit with it. But, moving on. She's going to send out this Flygon thing, and I think it's Scarfed, because all good Flygons are Scarfed, unless it's Choice Banded, but I don't think she'd send it in and risk it. So I'm going to send in Randorosu, and I figured she'd go for the Earthquake, so yeah. And see, I know she has to go out here, so I'm just going to go for the U-turn, because I think I go for the U-turn. Yeah, I go for the U-turn. Oh, Christ. And it comes back to me. And I bring out this thing, and I'm like, oh my god, this thing is fucking awesome! I hope they don't put it in Uber, but they're not going to, because aside from Brick Break, it can't really touch Skarmory, and... Or, like... Well, no, Skarmory's like the only thing that does good against it. Well, Gliscor does good against it. A lot of things do good. Well, no, not Gliscor. But yeah, I think she's gonna go into this thingy so she can get some fake-out Ice Shard action on, predicting a DD, so I just go for the Earthquake, because I know it'll kill it, because I'm Life Orb and stuff. So now she sends in Shaman, and I figure she has Hidden Power Ice, but I didn't think it'd kill me, and I guess it will because she's Life Orb. But she goes for the Earth Power, thinking that I would predict the Hidden Power Ice, but I thought she had Hidden Power Ice, I just didn't think it'd kill, which was, like, totally wrong. So I'm glad she didn't go for the Hidden Power Ice, because I'd lost my Dragon thingy. So there I go for the Dragon Dance, and I have to go for Outrage, because I don't have Dragon Claw, and I'm like, okay, she's gonna Revenge Kill me, but, you know, I can't really do anything about that. So now I'm stuck in Outrage, and at least I took out that Shaman, even though that Shaman didn't really threaten me, like, at all. But yeah, just goes for the U-turn, because she didn't want to lock herself onto Outrage. So yeah, stuff like that. And he goes back to Zoe, and then, she sends out her Jirachi, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't bother me, because I have my little, I still have my little what's-its-face, my Daruma, and it can OHKO anything on her team now. So she's going to have to fodder Rotom. I think it can OHKO Flygon at the health that it's at, because I'm like adamant Choice Band, because I don't know. It just sounded awesome at the time when I made it, because it gets encouraged, and then it's got that Choice Band and the base 140 and the Flare Blitz, and it like 2-hit KOs Melodic or something like that, and I'm like, fucking awesome! So yeah, I figured OHKO Flygon, but Flygon comes in, and I want to save Daruma, because, I mean, I know she's going to go for either Outrage or Earthquake. If she goes for Earthquake, then that's good, and if she goes for Outrage, I don't care, because Sazendor is like useless. So now I'm going to send in Hero, and I don't think she's going to switch out. Oh yeah, she's locked in Outrage. She can't switch out. So I'm just going to explode in its face, and it takes out like the only thing that she had that could save me from being, or that she could use to beat me. So now bye-bye Flagon, and the Jirachi's about to eat a Choice Band and fucking Flare Blitz and Courage to the fucking face. So yeah, that was a good game, Zoe, and Choice Band High Haduruma and High Haduruma all over is awesome. And this was really hyper, so please forgive me. Bye-bye.